Hello. We will demonstrate another technique, another perm technique for all of you to keep adding to all the techniques that you're learning about perm. This technique can be done on short, can be done not very short, but about what do I have? Let me check so I won't lie to you. Okay, 7. That's kind of the shortest that you should be practicing this on. So from 7 inches on, then this is a good wrap. What is different of this wrap is Maria couldn't wait. So I have some right here. So before we leave, then you can see the effect. Whatever size of rod you have, that's good. Whatever you have, we're using. I'm using my purple. You have purple. The effect, you can see it's a double rod. And the effect that we're creating is an oval wrap instead of a round one. If I wrap here on one rod, then round and round and round. But this shape that you see now, it is an oval and a bigger curl. So that's what we're practicing today. This is the technique. I don't need to show you anymore the process of sectioning because you already know your 9 sections. And you'll practice so you'll be good and fast. Once you see my sectioning, we starting same area as we have. You take your section and we start. All the same rules apply. One diameter and 90 degree. I have this lady sideways. I need you to see a few steps kind of close to make this easy for you. I want you to see her hair end. So here we have the section, 2 papers, sandwich wrap. Then I start with my first rod, and as soon as I wrap the paper, so this gives the stability, then I can keep wrapping. So as soon as I'm done with this, the second one comes in, put them together, and then just wrap them together. Not very tight. Now, this is the part that I need you to see. I am a little bit away from the scalp, so I'm not close enough, but I don't have enough room for another turn. So my fingers will just roll them and right there in place, another tight. Your rubber bands don't change, rubber bands the same across. And this time to keep them, the rubber band out of your hair, then we need 2 rods. No es cierto, we need 2 roller picks. So this is what we're teaching you today. This is what we want you to practice. Insertion, that's the name. So insertion is the name, but the effect is an oval curl. The specialty, this perm looks prettier on long hair, but maybe not all of you have long Marias. So here, I wrap the end paper, and as soon as I finish wrapping the paper, then I insert, I add. Now on this one, I got a little bit closer to the scalp, so I didn't need to do the rolling. But whenever I wrap another one, and I need to show you that rolling technique when you're close to the scalp, then we'll show you. Let me move Maria a little bit more here to see if the lighting is a little bit better. If not, I'm going to need to stop. We'll try to make it as this video as short as possible. Daylight is disappearing. So you see me being Speedy Gonzalez today. So for this purpose, I may talk less and work a little bit hard. Getting my next section ready, since I need to work faster. Trying to finish as fast as possible. So you see how fast I got all the way to the nape area on this lady. Wrap my end paper and insert my second one. On my next part, I'm going to show you that if you have shorter hair, then also the other option will be to use your smaller perm rods. If you have, I believe you got a smaller size from school. So if your hair is a little bit short, then smaller perm rods will make this a little bit easier. So we started on this area that it is a little small. So your section is the same, that will not change. The only thing that if I'm working with the smaller one, it would also take me a little long, but whatever makes my job easy. So on this area, we don't want overlap or part. Okay, let's open this so you can see my ends. Get in there. Get in there. Smaller from rod. Some of you have the great ones. And wrap the paper and insert another one. So here we roll and roll, and a little extra close to the scalp. For support, 2 roller picks. So the wrapping does not change. Small section. Let me ask Maria to turn. Small section. The extra rod goes to the back. I'm trying to find some lighting for you. But if I find light for you, then I'm not standing in front of the section that I'm working, but let's do our best to stand at the center of the section and at the same time show you. The other option will be a combination. I wrap and then I insert a different size. So the other size, it depends on what you have today or how much oval you want to make your curl. If it's a small one, like you see me adding on this side, then it's not, the oval is not very big, but for now, practice, it will help. So let me be fast again so we can see this perm. Almost done. We are on the last section. So this last section, I want this to be a review for those of you that have been taking a nap. So I'm going to repeat what some of you that are up, we have heard. Wand diameter, 90-degree, straight from the head form. Standing in front of the section that I'm working, bringing this here on the very center of my section. Okay, let me ask Maria to move a little bit so you can see. Then we start wrapping the first rod. As soon as I wrap the first one, I insert my second one, and then I roll them together. Kind of soft. Okay. Then I want you to see my fingers. I'm going to pick up the rubber band so you'll see. And then I'm rolling and rolling all the way to the scalp. Then I keep my index finger right there on the center because I'm placing my rubber band, and the way I'm moving, they like to get out of their place. So I have my finger there, and then I'm going to insert also my roller picks so that is a review again one more time. So my perm rods, so I roll them together. I'm at the scalp, and I may not have enough space to another turn, so I turn both at the same time. So can you see? So I'm turning both, so that's how they get tied at the scalp. The first time when we wrap this perm, that's where we have some issues. The beginning, you have done it. Your paper wrapped. So up to here, we're good. This part is the first time, a little challenge, but keep them one on top of the other. Then right here, I need to roll them a little bit. Insertion wrap, oval curl. Let's see the result on this technique. I'm done. Not really. I have one more section, but let's say that within the 2 hours you have to practice this, you may not finish the whole head, so that's my excuse. But I wanted to show you the effect of this wrap, and I believe this is the side that I did. I'm going to grab my 2 rods. Let's see. Let's see what you have. So you'll notice same size of rods that we've been using. And this is the curl that you're getting. So look at that. It may not be very, very dry because my hair dryer does not work. So that's the effect that we have on this lady. I have another models waiting for you. They wanted to show off what it might look on longer hair. So this is what Maria has with the oval curl. Trying to show you, but my lighting is not the greatest. Okay, so this is in 7-inch length. Is not a very curly hair. It may not be 100% dry neither. So let me bring the other model that I have. This is another Maria. Side view, you can see on this side, I have my 2 perm rods. Ooh, can you see what I have on the other side? It's called insertion, and depending on the length, that's the room that you have to work with. So let's check and see if this is dry. I just want you to see the effect, short and long. We said that you get an oval wrap. Oh, Maria, let me bring my chair up a little bit. It's not dry, not 100% dry. So just, I'm going to remove a few. You may not be able to see all that effect, but look at that curl. This one feels a little bit more dry. And you'll see the effect of this oval wrap. It's definitely a bigger wave, a bigger curl. So that's what we are able to achieve on long hair. If it was drier, it could be maybe a little bit more crispy, but I didn't get up early enough to practice this for you. So let's see what happens on the other side to see if it's dry. I try to dry it a little bit for you to see if we can see more the effect. So right here we have 3. We say depending on length, that's what we are able to create. Ooh, I think I like this one better. So this is your insertion technique that can be done short 7, and long, then the sky is the limit. I added 3 perm rods on this one, but not dry enough for you to see a good curl. So let's practice. Go ahead and get ready. Then Maria will be here looking at your lady to see if she is prettier than her. I talked to her, she won't be jealous if your Maria is prettier than her. Show me what you can do and see you in a few. Love you, bye. Get busy.